What's up guys, Welcome Customs here, and today we are taking a look at the Batman Missions Cannon Attack Batmobile, and it's air powered. I believe that's the official name for this, I'm not really sure, but I have to say, we have a lot of different incarnations of these kind of Batmobiles, and I think this is the best one yet. So I'll do a size comparison after of some other ones, but let's take a look at the box right now. So this is air powered. You see in the back right here it says try me. You do have a little bit of a push lever that powers this thing right there. So that's pretty interesting. And as you can see over here, you can actually attach all of these all over the car if you want to do that. Now this is the back right here showing you what you can do. You do have a dart missile launcher right there, which is pretty cool actually, and different incarnations of how you want to set everything up. Alright, so here it is out of the box, and you have all the different accessories, but let's take a look at the car really quickly first so you get a good view of it. And I think it looks pretty fantastic, honestly. It looks like a nice representation of a Batmobile. I like it a lot. I think it looks pretty cool, a lot more sporty looking. You don't have like some weird gimmick of a bat face on top or something like that. And here's a nice side view of it. The front tires are a little bit smaller compared to the back one, which is nice right there. And taking a look back right there, you do have this, which you can take out if you want to. You just stick it back in there, like so. Alright, so here are the attachments. One is a rocket launcher, you want to call it that. The other one is a saw-like thing right there. So you can pretty much place them wherever you want on the Batmobile because they have different little hole sockets all over the place. Too many if you ask me, but it's not that bad. At least they're on all the same side, so it looks kind of like a design, which isn't bad. So I guess you would want to stick this one back here. There is a little peg to do that. Goes in pretty good, like that. Kind of loose. Could be a little better than that. Maybe it's just that socket. And this one will stick in the front, which actually is a little bit better. And when you look in the back right here, you do take the tubes, and they're shaped a certain way. You can see that. So you're just gonna place it in there, and you can turn it if you want to lock it in. I don't think it'll make a difference though. We'll take the other one, lock it in. So actually in the back right here, there is two little arrows going left and right because underneath there is a lever. So which way you point that to is which way the air will flow to. So I have this toward this one. So we're going to press this. Well, there you go. Oh yeah, saw power. Now we'll turn it to the left. Now you have three darts right here, kind of plastic darts and a little bit of a rubber tip at the end, not like a Nerf one. So you stick that in right there, and now you are powered to fire. There you go. To my knowledge, I guess you could store the other darts right here, which is not that bad, one on each side. So that's pretty cool. Now for play factor, I understand these things. They're pretty cool. The tubes kind of get in the way in my opinion. They're just all over the place. I don't think you can really clip them anywhere or store them anywhere. Maybe just do that. So they're kind of annoying in my opinion. But let's get these off and just look at the Batmobile by itself. Now, like I said before, I think this is a fantastic looking Batmobile. Really sleek looking, really nice. It's pretty long as well. I will do a size comparison with other ones, but I just love the detail on this thing. You can look closely. You can see a lot of panels, a lot of details all over the car. Like I said before, I like the fact there's no like bat head on the front there, or makes it look so generic, Batman looking. I just like the fact it looks like a really nice, souped up, armored sports car, which a lot of times is Batman's car. So this looks pretty good. Let's open up the front right here. This should fit 6-inch figures right there, so that's how it looks like inside there. Doesn't look that bad either. It looks like you do have a nice seat. You got a joystick there, a panel. It is hollow in there, so it looks like it could fit a decent amount of figures, and let's try that out right now. Alright, first up right here we have a custom Batman, which is sporting a base body of a DC Universe, DC Classics figure, which I like a lot, nice and big for Batman. So let's see, this is how he looks like next to the Batmobile. Nice size, it's a nice big Batmobile. One-seater most likely, obviously, but looks pretty good. So let's open this up and see if he fits. I have a good feeling about this. Man, he fits perfect. Not bad. Let's see if it actually closes. There you go. Perfect. There is a little bit of a gap here, but that's always there. I think just to be able to open it. But it does close flush. So that's pretty good. Next up right here we have the Justice League Batman figure, which is a pretty big figure himself. So let's see how he fits. This one actually has pretty good hip articulation, so he should fit no problem. Get his arms in there, and there you go. Fits it nice. Close it. Fantastic. Alright, so next up right here we have the Mezco Batman from Batman v Superman, which is a pretty decent sized figure too, but I think by now we shouldn't have any problems with any Batman really fitting in here. He does have a big head though, but no problems. Oh, does have a big head. Let's see if we can do that. Actually, he doesn't really fit. That's surprisingly, because it's surprising this one fits, but that won't, because yeah, unless I lean him back like that. Not the best though. Now next up is the Mafex Batman from Batman v Superman. Let's open him up. This one should have no problem. He is probably one of the smaller ones. Fits in nice. There you go. Now last but not least we have the Bale Batman. I love this guy. This is SH Figure Arts Batman. It's my turn. I'm back, guys. He has a wired cape though, so let's just maneuver that in. Perfect fit. Alright, so overall I think this is a fantastic looking Batmobile. Honestly, I think the paint scheme is really good too. Before we get into that, any Batman in my opinion would actually look good on this, but I think the best one to use is probably some kind of comic book based Batman. I think it looks really nice with it. Overall though, there's a lot of detail in this Batmobile. I want to get up close and personal and take a look at them, because I think a lot of people don't realize this is actually probably the best Batmobile. Honestly, it is. A lot of detail. The paint apps, in my opinion, are the best on this, because usually when we have Batmobiles, they're either like a plain blue or black or gray with a little bit of paint apps. This one is like a gunmetal. I love it. Look really closely. Again, you can really see the gunmetal in there. It's pretty good. It has almost like a sparkle to it, so it looks pretty nice. Alright, now I want to get up close and personal with the car, and want to take a look at the front right there. That looks really nice looking, really cool. You do have the yellow headlights on the bottom there. You do have a grille bumper like thing. Could use a little bit of paint apps on that, but it's on the bottom there, so you won't really see it. But just looking at it, at the car at this angle, it looks really cool, really nice. I liked all the designs right here, like I pointed out before. A lot of lines all over the car, right there. And this is a pretty nice touch right here. They have like that little silverish blue look right here to give some contrast to it. Now looking to the side, even more detail. The rims are silver. They look nice. You do have this fin going up right there. This is like a glossy black right there. You have a little bit of a design here. So there's a lot of stuff here. A lot of subtle but hidden things that you don't really notice at first. Looks pretty good. I'm going to the top right here. I love these little fins right here, or big fins. Just makes the Batmobile look nice. So like I said before, I like the fact like this is just like a really souped up armored sports car, but you can still tell there's signs of it being for Batman, but not being too obvious. Just looks fantastic. And you do have some different like designs here on the side. Sometimes all Batmobiles do have that, like it's warning signs or something like that. So keep away. Back here, now I don't like the tubes and everything like that. I take them all off. This thing, on the other hand, it's up to you what you want to do with it, but you can take it out. It looks kind of hollow back there and empty. So you might want to leave it maybe, who knows. I don't know if you want to cut this part off and take it out, but it's up to you. It doesn't look that bad back there. Alright, size comparison time. So right here I have three of my favorite Batmobiles in my collection. right now. Definitely like these. So the one to all the way to the right is of course the Justice League Amazon exclusive Batmobile, which I love a lot. This is not the RC version. This is the non one, but I think it's still a lot better for a 6-inch scale. A little bit smaller, and of course a lot lighter. Going toward the left side, we have the Dark Knight Batmobile, the Tumbler, of course. I love that one right there. And in the middle is one of those generic Batmobiles. I forgot what line was called. Battering Batmobile. I really forgot. But it's pretty good. It was all blue actually, so I painted mine. I actually had like a bunch of them, but this is one of the ones I never finished. But you guys get the gist of it. Like I said before, like this one has like that bat face on the front, which I kind of like, but sometimes I don't like it. You know, I'm a little iffy about that. Like I said before, I just like Batmobiles that, you know, you don't know it's a Batmobile, but it's just a really hooked up, armored car, like almost like a tank. I kind of like that look. I guess more realistic, if anything like that. But yeah, here they are, these four at least. So you can see, like, the new one is actually pretty long compared to the other ones. Not, of course, not that one, but compared to these two, at least, it's a decent long size, a little bit longer. Width-wise, you know, it's about the same. Actually, it's a lot skinnier than I thought it would be compared to these two other ones. But I think the panels on the side right here make it seem a little bit wider, if anything. But yeah, there's a nice size comparison comparing these right here. And all of these I have reviews on if you guys have not seen it. Alright guys, so that's about it. I hope you enjoyed the video and was helpful. Like I said before, I think this is probably my favorite Batmobile overall. In this price range, of course, you know, 20, 30 bucks. You know, we have a lot of these. We have gotten a lot of these in the past. Hit and miss, some of them. Some of them are actually pretty decent. But I just love the fact that this is like basically a sports car that's just really souped up, armored up. Not too obvious it's a Batmobile, but definitely has the signs and looks of a Batmobile overall. But yeah, I just love it a lot. I love the color. They did a great job on the base color that you don't really have to do anything to it. I think it's pretty good itself. The size is really good. You could fit other 6-inch figures in there. And overall, I just love how it looks. So that's about it, guys. I hope it was helpful. And like always, comment, criticize, subscribe. Do whatever you want to pay attention. Follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Go to wildlandcustoms.com. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up. Peace!